What would you do if the person you once had a crush on suddenly appeared right in front of you? Not a role. Not a script, but a real moment where even the world's most famous stars can become flustered, embarrassed, or even freeze up at the sight of a glance or an unexpected greeting. In this video, you'll see the genuine, funny, and sometimes incredibly cute reactions of stars when they meet or confront someone they once admired. These are rare moments behind the glitz and glamour, where true emotions speak louder than words. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting moments, and leave a comment below. How would you react if you met your crush in real life? Kristen Bell, a talented, charming, and always energetic actress, has repeatedly expressed her admiration for the Game of Thrones series, especially for the character Khal Drogo, played by Jason Momoa, despite her happy marriage to Dax Shepard. She has often jokingly admitted that Momoa is her dream crush. Things became even more interesting when the two first appeared together on a James Corden show. From the moment Jason Momoa walked out, Kristen Bell couldn't hide her excitement. She kept laughing, blushing, and even frankly admitted that he was her secret crush. The atmosphere on set immediately erupted in laughter as she shyly and jokingly said, "I'm married." But this is just too much to handle. Throughout the conversation, the two continuously exchanged humorous glances, spontaneous jokes, and incredibly natural moments, making viewers feel like they were witnessing an unscripted encounter. Kristen repeatedly couldn't believe she was sitting next to Khal Drogo in real life, creating an atmosphere that was both awkward and adorable. The clip quickly went viral on social media, thanks to Kristen Bell's naturalness and genuine reactions. Later, Jason Momoa even praised her as one of the most genuine and lovable women in Hollywood, making this meeting even more memorable for fans. Sebastian Stan, a familiar face from Marvel, known for his role as the Winter Soldier, has openly admitted that Sharon Stone was his childhood crush. Her iconic role in Basic Instinct made her a sexy icon and a cinematic legend of the 90s. But for Sebastian, what impressed him wasn't just her beauty, but also the depth and power of her acting throughout her career. An unexpected opportunity arose when the two appeared together in a television interview. From the very first moment sitting next to each other on the sofa, the atmosphere became relaxed and friendly. Sharon Stone proactively complimented Sebastian, even remarking that he was a very attractive man, leaving him surprised and somewhat flustered. Not letting the moment pass, Sebastian quickly responded with playful, slightly embarrassed remarks. He admitted that the feeling of meeting Sharon in real life was like reliving decades of memories. "I feel like I've seen her my whole life, and now she's right here in real life," he said, with a smile that was both nervous and excited. The conversation continued with eye contact, laughter, and a natural rapport between the two stars, creating a moment that was both humorous and endearing. The clip quickly went viral on social media, attracting millions of views. Afterward, Sebastian shared that he never imagined his childhood crush would be sitting across from him and talking so amicably, an experience that was completely unexpected and unforgettable. Nicole Kidman once delivered one of the most shocking and hilarious moments on late-night television when she appeared on Jimmy Fallon's show. Amidst the cheerful atmosphere and continuous laughter, the actress unexpectedly revealed a secret that left even the host speechless. She recounted that years ago, she had a special crush on Jimmy Fallon and even went to his apartment under the pretext of playing games. Remarkably, Jimmy didn't notice any special feelings from the actress at the time, and the encounter went on like a normal conversation. Upon hearing the story, Jimmy Fallon almost collapsed on live television, both embarrassed and surprised to the point of being speechless. He humorously admitted that he thought it was just a casual social encounter, causing the entire studio to erupt in laughter. That moment quickly became one of the most famous viral clips on late-night television, as Nicole Kidman subtly proved that even the most famous stars can have missed a very special opportunity in their lives. Jennifer Lawrence once shared that she grew up watching Matt Damon's movies, especially Good Will Hunting, and always saw him as the perfect man on screen. Therefore, when she had the chance to meet him at an awards ceremony, her reaction made the entire room burst into laughter. The moment Matt Damon appeared, Jennifer could barely hide her surprise. She laughed awkwardly and exclaimed, "Is he real in real life?" Meanwhile, Matt greeted her calmly, while Jennifer looked like a fan standing before her idol. That spontaneous moment quickly went viral on social media. Jennifer later admitted that she felt like a teenager again, just from meeting someone she had long admired. Her genuine and humorous demeanor made the moment even more endearing. Emma Stone also had a similar story with Leonardo DiCaprio. Growing up with Titanic, she always considered Leonardo a cinematic icon and a major influence on her passion for acting. Then, at the 2017 Academy Awards, fate brought them together in the most special way possible. When Leonardo DiCaprio announced Emma Stone as the winner of Best Actress, that moment almost became a real-life cinematic ending. Emma walked onto the stage, overcome with emotion, and the gaze between her and Leonardo created an iconic moment shared worldwide. Later, Emma admitted that having her childhood crush present her with the most important Oscar of her career was an unbelievable feeling. Like a perfect circle of emotions closing, since then, this moment has been considered one of the most memorable encounters in Oscar history, where idol and reality intersect in the same frame. Brie Larson, the Oscar-winning actress and familiar face of Captain Marvel, has repeatedly expressed her deep admiration for Jennifer Lopez. From her early days in Hollywood, Brie has seen J.Lo as a role model of a strong, multi-talented, and confident woman successful in both music and film. During one meeting, the moment between the two stars brought the entire room to a climax, standing before Jennifer Lopez. Brie Larson could barely contain herself. She repeatedly expressed her excitement. "I am a huge fan of yours. I watched Selena and it made me want to be an actress. You've always been a great inspiration to me." These heartfelt words created a warm and emotional atmosphere. Jennifer Lopez responded with friendliness and respect, creating a moment of connection between two generations of artists. It wasn't just a meeting, but a connection between admiration and success, where an idol became an inspiration right before the eyes of their fans. The video then went viral on social media, with Brie Larson's moment of stunned emotion becoming a beloved viral moment. Fans appreciated her sincerity and humility, seeing it as proof that even the biggest stars can become fans in the presence of their idols. Ashton grew up watching iconic films like Training Day, The Hurricane, and Malcolm X from a young age. He viewed Denzel Washington not only as an outstanding actor, but also as a role model of elegance, confidence, and success in the film industry. For Ashton, meeting his idol seemed like a distant dream, especially given his background with limited opportunities. However, this seemingly impossible event happened at an awards ceremony where both were coincidentally present. Upon seeing Denzel Washington in the audience, Ashton immediately approached him with the respect and excitement of a true fan. Without needing flowery words, their brief greeting was enough for Ashton to remember it as one of the most memorable experiences of his life. Just a few simple words exchanged, but their significance far exceeded the briefness of the encounter. For Ashton, it wasn't just a moment of meeting his idol, but also a spiritual recognition of the journey he's pursuing. For Denzel Washington, Ashton's sincerity and respect were acknowledged and encouraged. He motivated him to persevere on his artistic path. As a meaningful message from one generation of icons to the next, where inspiration is passed on naturally and humanely. Katy Perry has repeatedly shared that Shakira has been one of her biggest idols since she was very young. She even confessed that she used to stand in front of the mirror, imitating Shakira's dance moves, seeing it as her first inspiration that led her to pursue a professional music career. Years later, at an MTV Awards, that dream came true when both artists appeared at the same event. The moment Shakira approached to greet her, Katy Perry couldn't hide her excitement and emotion. Her eyes, smile, and reaction clearly showed that this was no ordinary meeting. They quickly shared a warm hug, then chatted briefly amidst laughter and natural friendliness, although it only lasted a few minutes. That moment felt very special, like a connection between two generations of artists who had inspired each other. It was a brief but meaningful encounter, where admiration wasn't just one-sided, but blossomed into mutual respect between two giants of the music world. Since childhood, Ariana Grande has openly expressed her deep admiration for Jim Carrey. She often imitated his acting style at home, decorated her room with his pictures, and shared that Jim's humor and positive energy helped her get through many difficult periods in her life. Her admiration was so great that she even tattooed a famous line from The Truman Show as a way to commemorate his special influence. In 2014, when she had the opportunity to appear in a project related to Jim Carrey, Ariana finally met her idol in person. The moment she saw him, she couldn't control her emotions and burst into tears. Jim Carrey came forward and hugged her tightly, while Ariana, trembling, exclaimed that he was everything to her. Ariana quickly shared this emotional moment on social media, along with the message that it was the most important day of her life. Her sincerity and emotional connection resonated with fans everywhere, making the encounter one of the most memorable fan-idol moments. Years later, their relationship remains respectful and warm. Jim Carrey even collaborated on projects promoting mental health, and their connection gradually developed into a beautiful friendship based on mutual understanding and artistic inspiration. There are moments on television that audiences remember not because of the script, but because genuine emotions spilled out of the confines of the stage. And the meeting between Emilia Clarke and Matt LeBlanc was one such moment. Emilia, known worldwide for her role as Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, has a very different childhood memory. Evenings watching Friends, and especially the character Joey Tribbiani. For her, Matt LeBlanc is not just an actor, but a part of her youth, a comedic icon associated with the early days of nurturing her love for television. Then, what seemed to exist only in memory happened on the sofa of Graham Norton's show, when Emilia and Matt first sat next to each other. The atmosphere immediately changed. The distance between international star and sitcom legend disappeared, replaced by a girl trying to remain calm in front of her idol. Emilia giggled shyly and frankly admitted, "I've had a crush on you since I was a child." The entire audience erupted in laughter, while Matt LeBlanc simply smiled calmly, responding with his signature Joey charm, making the moment perfectly natural. That very honesty transformed the encounter into a viral video. Emilia's nervous expression, her confused yet excited gaze, quickly became a meme shared across social media. And once again, the audience witnessed a familiar yet captivating phenomenon. Even the biggest stars can become fans when confronted with someone who once inspired them. Since childhood, Billie Eilish has been a huge fan of Justin Bieber. She grew up listening to his songs, decorating her room with posters, and often shared that Bieber's music accompanied her through the loneliest periods of her youth. For Billie, meeting him wasn't just a teenage dream, but an emotional milestone she thought would never happen. And then it became a reality at Coachella 2019, as Billie was enjoying the festival atmosphere. Justin Bieber unexpectedly appeared backstage to greet her. The moment happened almost without warning, and Billie was instantly stunned. When she hugged her idol, she couldn't hold back her tears, her emotions overflowing after years of only seeing him through screens and music. Justin reciprocated with warmth and sincerity, hugging her tightly as if they had known each other for a long time, amidst the music and the festive atmosphere. That moment became strangely quiet, just two people, one an idol, the other a former fan, meeting at the most meaningful moment. The image of Billie Eilish crying on Justin's shoulder quickly spread across social media, becoming one of the most viral moments of Coachella that year. It not only touched fans, but also reminded them of a very simple truth. Even the biggest stars were once avid fans of someone. There are encounters in the world of music that are not just fleeting moments between two famous people, but become emotionally charged historical moments. And one of the most memorable stories is the connection between Princess Diana and Michael Jackson. With a deep love for music, Diana attended many concerts throughout her life, but Michael Jackson always held a special place in her heart. In 1988, before a performance at Wembley, Diana and Prince Charles had the opportunity to meet the King of Pop. In a brief conversation, Michael shared that he had considered removing the song Dirty Diana from the performance list out of respect for her. However, Princess Diana's reaction was completely unexpected. Instead of feeling embarrassed, she smiled and stated that it was her favorite song, encouraging Michael, "You must sing it." That simple statement made Michael change his mind and keep the song for the performance. Later, Michael Jackson admitted that this was one of the most memorable performances of his career, not only because of the size of the audience, but also because of the special moment when a royal icon and a music legend shared a very real and very human emotion. Stories like this remind us that, whether at the height of fame or standing on a brightly lit stage, anyone can become a fan, because behind the fame, awards, and glamour, there are always hearts that can be moved just like anyone else when standing before their idol. And those are the rare moments behind the glitz and glamour, where even the world's biggest stars return to their very human emotions. Nervousness, embarrassment, admiration, and sometimes speechlessness, whether it's meeting a childhood idol, facing a former crush, or simply standing next to an icon of the entertainment industry, it all shows one thing very clearly. Fame doesn't erase emotions. It only makes those moments more special with the whole world watching. Because ultimately, amidst the dazzling stage, prestigious awards, and millions of fans, they are just human beings who were moved by a song, a role, or a glance that changed their youth. If you've made it to the end of the video, let us know which moment impressed you the most. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more interesting behind-the-scenes stories like this. And leave a comment about your own crush. Who knows, the next story might be yours.